What is up, Chronics? You join me back in the Crew 2 with a brand new update called The Chase. So this update did release today, November 25th, 2020. And one of the cars featured in that update is the brand new 2020 Corvette C8. So the community has been wanting this car for a long time in the game. Of course, we have the C7, which I have here across from it. This car has been in the game since day one. We have the C6 ZR1, which came in one of the updates. We have the C3 over there, and then we have my personal favorite, the C2 split window. So in this video, we're going to be focusing, of course, on the C8. Awesome car for sure. The price on this game for this car, it varies whether you have the season pass or not. It's roughly about $400,000, but I'll leave the exact prices in the pinned comment. But anyways, let's take a look at it here. We're also going to customize it in this video, do some top speed runs, exhaust note, first driving impressions, all that good stuff. But let's firstly take a look at it here. The headlights, absolutely gorgeous. The black Trident wheels there. Open the door. Look at that door panel. Very nice. Pretty much spot on with everything. I mean, I've seen a few of these in real life, and they're really good looking. It's all personal preference. At first, I didn't really like the design of this car, but it has grown on me. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Just very nice. The steering wheel. Wow. Very well done. I mean, they have all the little details, even the OnStar button. They're really good when it comes to little details on cars. Ivory Tower is very good with that. As far as the car quality in these games, it's really good. Now, when we get to the map graphics and quality, not that great. But as far as the graphics of the cars themselves and the quality of them in the garage, I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. Let's go ahead and go in third person here so you can see the engine a little better in there. Look at that. Looks really good. Awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the customization. So first thing we're going to look at is the manufacturer colors. So we have the Tour Red, we have the Accelerate Yellow, we have the Arctic White, the Black, Elkhart Lake Blue, Rapid Blue, which is my personal favorite, the Sebring Orange, and the Blade Silver. Blade Silver is really nice too, but personally I love the Rapid Blue. I've seen it multiple times in person in this color, and it's my favorite by far. If I were to get one in real life, it would definitely be that color. I'm waiting on the Z06 version to come out in real life. There has been like some leaked images and stuff of the car testing with all the camo still on it, but we should see how the Z06 looks in a few months at the time I'm recording this video, or maybe even a year. But that car is supposed to have a wide body from the factory, kind of like the C7 compared to a C7 Z06. So yeah, and the reason I'm talking about the wide body, you'll see here in a few minutes, but let's start with the hood options. So we have the carbon stock, we have carbon vents, we got the other way around carbon hood with colored vents, and we got carbon vents there. So these kind of look similar to the C8 race car. It kind of has those vents there on the hood, and there are some people who will be like, it's a mid-engine car, why do you need vents on the hood? Well, there's many reasons why certain mid-engine cars have vents on the hood. A lot of them have a bunch of radiators, heat exchangers at the front of the bumper, and then those vents are used to relieve the heat from those radiators, so that all the heat comes out from there. And those radiators are used for multiple things. Some of them are even used, they're sitting at the front, and they have a coolant line running all the way to the back where the engine is, which is pretty cool. Some of them are for the AC. I mean, there's many different reasons, but I'm not going to go into that here. I don't want to go off on an hour explanation on that. But as far as the vents, I think I'm going to go with these. These are really nice. It's very simple carbon. Looks very good. Next up, front bumper. So we have kind of like race car style headlight covers, even though the C8 race car has normal headlights, but okay. We have carbon stock front splitter with a painted lip. We have the aero kit. This is an optional aero kit on the real car from the factory, so that's actually pretty incredible. There's a whole dilemma with that because they had supplier issues, and then GM took it off people's orders, a whole mess with that, but you can get it aftermarket now. There's a lot of companies replicating them, so. And then you have the race car covers as well. So definitely the stock headlights with the front splitter, love that. Front fenders. So there you go. Boom, the wide body. Looks pretty decent. Not too much of a fan of all the little bolts and stuff. You know, it's not as smooth as we'd want, or as most people want, including myself, but it looks pretty decent. And for now, the best you can get wide body on a stock C8. So I guess we'll put it on it. Might as well. Obviously, again, not the cleanest look I would like, but let's put it. It's a game. Might as well. Let's have some fun with it. As far as the wheels, so you have the stock optional Trident wheels on here, the black ones. Then you have the stock black wheels that come on a C8. One thing about the C8, and multiple people agree on this with me, is that, well, in the community in general, is that the stock wheel options on the C8 are awful, in my opinion. All of them. They don't do the car justice at all. Almost everybody you see buying these, they're changing the wheels, and I don't blame them. All the stock wheel options on this car are pretty bad. So I'm going to change them up here. The black Trident wheels are pretty decent, but I want to go for something a little different. So I'm going to go with these. And then we're going to go with black. As far as the size, go like that. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. As far as the caliper color, I'm going to do yellow. I think the blue kind of blends in a little weird in my opinion. Plus you can't match it up that well. I mean, this one's pretty close, but I really want to do something a little different, so I'm going to go with the yellow. Like that. Okay, mirrors. So you have carbon top with primary in the bottom. Okay, might as well. Some carbon in there, kind of match our little hood vents. Side skirts, you have carbon with the line. Then you have the crazy side skirts. I love these. Again, part of the aero package that was optional from the factory. Rear fender, boom, wide body. That looks absolutely crazy. The wheels come out as well. Looks so much more aggressive. I mean, imagine when that Z06 version of this car comes out. It's gonna look so crazy. But this does look pretty decent. So let's put that. Rear wing. So we have the stock Z51 spoiler. Get a carbon version of that. Then boom, you got the high wing. So the high wing was a factory option on this car as well. Also, GM had issues with this as well. They don't offer anymore. But very cool for sure. And then the fifth option, we do have another one after this, but this option's pretty cool. So basically what they did is they got the concept from the C7 Z06, that stage 3 aero kind of ducktail look with the clear piece in the middle, and then they kind of made a kind of different kind of hybrid version for this car, which looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty decent. But I do like the high wing on this car. I think it looks pretty good. Then we have like a race car style spoiler similar to the C8R. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna do this one, the carbon high wing. That looks incredible. Really like that. This one's nice too, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards the exotic styling of this one, so let's go with that. Rear bumper. Okay, so we have blacked out tail lights, which looks really good. We got tail lights that have vents in place of the brake lights, and oh, it kind of moved the brake lights down. Because yeah, the reverse lights are the inner lights, and then the brake lights are the outer ones. The ones you see there, they're kind of like L-shaped LEDs. Those are just the nighttime running lights, but they kind of swapped them around for this, and they gave it vents. Looks a little strange, but okay. Carbon diffuser stock with the painted lip. Okay, all different versions of the lights. And then colored stock contrast with the carbon with rectangular exhaust tips. Okay. And that's it. I wish they had a clean carbon without the line on the back. I think that looks a little better. But our side skirt is not even carbon, and our front splitter is not carbon, so it won't match. So I think we have to keep it gloss black like the stock one. So I think we'll go with the blacked out look. I think that looks really good. Now interior color. This one's really fun too. So you have the red, you have the what they call natural dipped, you have the brown, kind of like the gray, the white, the blue, and then the yellow. So I personally like the blue, but obviously we tone it down. That's way too much blue. So we go this one right here, option 2. You can see it tone it down a bit. Option 3 kind of swaps around the colors. We only have the blue on the center part of the seats and then blue stitching throughout. And then this one's kind of like the, well, very similar to the how it is on the real car with the tension blue interior. That's how I would do it for my car. I would order it. And then obviously this is all blue stitching. Now one thing I did notice where they did make a mistake that I caught was the little red line on the top of the steering wheel. It's not changing with anything. It doesn't change with the outside color of the car. It doesn't change with the interior color. On the real car, that's supposed to change. So if you get yellow stitching, that's going to be yellow. If you get blue stitching, it's going to be blue. If you get the tan, that line's going to be tan. There's a bunch of different options there how it changes, but unfortunately it stays red for some reason. But anyways, I'm going to go with this. Now interior materials, you can put it to where it's like a bunch of suede, but I kind of prefer the leather, but the suede does look pretty good though. But definitely the leather. Interior inserts, so you can do all that carbon, kind of like the carbon package that's optional on this car, even though it doesn't change that much of it. It's only a few pieces here and there, but that is pretty cool though, the kind of concept how they tried to do that. And it's kind of weird, the paddles change also to the carbon, or you can just do all gloss black if you don't like too much carbon, or obviously you can leave it stock if you want the silver, but I think the carbon does look pretty sick. Let's see how it looks all together. Wow. Oh my god. That looks incredible. Gee, that's insane. Oh my gosh. Alright. Now let's see what the community has created so far in terms of liveries. Okay, so we have blacked out tints. We have blacked out roof with the A-pillars also black. Okay, with the tints as well. And then this guy did only the roof section in black, which I love. I really like that. Kind of goes with like the engine cover area. Really like that a lot. And there's obviously a bunch of crazy ones as well, but I think this is really nice touch that I definitely gonna do. Let's do that. Looks incredible. Gives it some contrast, which I really like. All right. Now, as far as vanity, all the same stuff you usually have. If you want to go crazy with the tire lettering and all that stuff, tire smokes and nitrous underglow and horn and all that stuff, but I'm going to leave that the way it is. Alright, now as far as performance, so usually the stats are a little weird, so I like to throw a brake upgrade on here just to kind of expand all the stats, so let's do that. And our stats are 193 mile an hour top speed, 495 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds, pretty good. Quarter mile 11 flat almost, so pretty good stats there for a mid-engine car that has less than 500 horsepower. That's very impressive. So obviously that's with the dual clutch and everything that this car has, all the technology. I've seen some of these actually. There's a guy on YouTube that posted a video with only a set of drag radios on the back and almost an empty tank of fuel, meaning less weight. He was able to run the quarter mile on a drag strip in 10 seconds. So that's pretty crazy for a car that has less than 500 horsepower. I mean, that's just incredible. But anyways, back to stock there. Let's go ahead and take it outside. Go for a drive. Oh man, yes. Pull over to the side here. Give it a couple revs. Sounds really good. Especially the idle. They got the idle perfect in my opinion. From the interior, see the gauge cluster there. Looks really good. Love all the carbon we put in here. Alright, let's go for it. 100% stock, guys. You can see the gear ratios are very short. Uphill. I mean, not bad. We're doing over 140 already. See how good the brakes are. Pretty good. Obviously, they're not carbon ceramics. Again, this is the normal C8. The Z06 and all that stuff hasn't come out yet. So we don't have those really big brakes. Very nice. Alright. So let's go ahead and do a stock top speed run. We're going to use a nitrous at the very end. All cars in the Crew 2 come with nitrous stock. We're going to use that to kind of get us up to that top speed. So let's see how it does. Hopefully we get over 190. Oh, 200. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wow, that's actually really impressive. That's really good for a stock car with less than 500 horsepower. Not bad. Pretty consistent. Kind of backs down a little bit for stock. Not bad at all. Not bad. Alright, now let's go ahead and fully max it out and see how fast we get this thing to go. Alright, there we are, maxed out, perf level 280 out of 280, top speed up to 226 miles an hour in the stats, 950 horsepower, almost 1,000, 0 to 62.4 seconds, quarter mile in the 9s. That is very impressive. Those are literally hypercar stats. That's very, very cool. Alright, let's see how it does on the double nitrous perk as well, so this should be interesting. .248, 249. Gearing does not let us go past that. But not bad though. I mean, this car, these cars are not all about top speed. I'm sure most of the street races aren't really focused too much on top speed, more on cornering and acceleration, which this car definitely feels like it has. Maxed out, of course. Let's take a few corners here to see how it does. Very good turn response. Very nice. Very smooth. A few more. And accelerates really good out of the corners too. A tighter corner here. Very nice, even without the nitrous. Nitrous here a little bit. Really nice. It doesn't understeer as much as the real one does in real life. Drift's pretty good too. Get another one here. Oh, too many cars there. Not bad, not bad. A lot of fun for sure. I like this car. They did a good job. They really did do a good job with the upgrades. A lot of the factory options they gave us as well as upgrades. They did their research. Ivory Tower definitely knew what they were doing. Very well done. Very happy for sure. If you mildly like the C8, you should definitely consider buying it. Awesome car. Obviously very pricey in this game, but it's also very easy to make money in this game too, so you gotta keep that in mind. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.